Hello, everyone, and welcome to Body Bags. I'll be your reviewer for today. I am Cinema77, horror and cult film lover, and ladies, gentlemen, let's get sexy. Anyway, the movie I'm going to talk about today is from 1994. It stars Alyssa Milano. It's Embrace of the Vampire, and I got to be honest. One of the reasons why I decided to pick this one, if you subscribe to my channel, I've reviewed this movie in the past, and this one is one of the more popular ones. I'd say it's in the Yeah, I definitely say this one's in like the top five of the best, consider the best of my movie reviews and things like that. So I just thought, well, why not go ahead and do a version of it for here too? But yeah, it's definitely it's on the top five of my most watched movie reviews on my channel. But anyway, so yeah, this movie he stars Alyssa Milano, who right now I think everybody's just I kind of like right now. I think everybody just kind of ticked off at Alyssa Milano because she's not really acting much. She's more of an activist nowadays and stuff. And I think people would love to see her do movies again. Probably more movies like this. But anyway, the story is pretty basic. It's almost just like a retelling of Dracula. Pretty much. It's the plot is pretty simple. You have this vampire played by Martin Kemp, who he was lived back in ages and centuries ago, and he's in love with this beautiful woman, and he comes across these female vampires who seduce him, and they turn him into a vampire, and he loses the woman that he loves, and then centuries pass, and then it comes to, well, kind of modern day, because like I said, this was 1994. They remade the movie, but it kind of went unnoticed. I don't think anybody really cared that they remade it, because this here, I'll get to that in just a minute. But so anyway, he comes to modern day, and he notices this girl Charlotte, played by Alyssa Milano. And Charlotte, she's very pure, she's very virginal, she's got a boyfriend named Chris, and it's coming up on her birthday, and as she's talking about, see, Chris really wants to have sex with her. It's and But the thing is, Chris is not being a dick about it. That's one thing I got to admit. Is like, he's not a bad guy. He's he wants her, he desires her, he loves her, but at the same time, he doesn't want to lose her either. He doesn't want to chase her off. He doesn't want to be a jackass to her, that kind of stuff. He does genuinely care about her, but at the same time, you know, he is attracted to her. He lusts after her. He wants her and stuff. So I mean, and it's like it's Alyssa Milano. I mean, could you blame him? I mean, hell, it's like many of us have lusted after Alyssa Milano at some point. So come on. But so anyway, so he this vampire, he decides that, well, he sees her as kind of like the reincarnation of his lost love, very much like the same way, like when you watch Coppola's version of Dracula, that Dracula sees Mina as the reincarnation of Elizabetha, his lost love, and so it's about the same thing. So he wants to try to win Alyssa Milano over, and he's trying to start seducing her, and he starts getting her to have these dreams, and in these dreams she's it's very erotic, and she's having these kind of sexual fantasies and things like that. And At the same time, though, too, it's like, while Chris is, he's kind of pressuring her, wanting her to have sex, and at one point they're talking about that's something that they would do, that on her birthday, that they would have sex to consecrate her, or to celebrate her 21st birthday, as it were, or something. But At the same time, though, too, it's like, so many other people are like trying to seduce her. Like at one point, there's a photographer played by Charlotte Lewis it's easily got to be like the most erotic scene in the entire movie, is when this photographer, she comes up, and supposedly she's got this reputation around the she's got this reputation around the campus, like she's seducing and sleeping with everybody. She gets them under the pretense she's going to take them into her studio to take pictures of them, but then she gets them in there and has sex with her, and she's doing this with Alyssa Milano's character. So there's this kind of, that's probably about the biggest centerpiece of the movie, really, is this very sexy kind of girl on girl scene where she's seducing Alyssa Milano and things. Um, but Yeah, you also got some other name actresses in here. You got Rachel True from The Craft. You got Jordan Ladd, who, I mean, we're horror fans. We remember her from Death Proof. We remember her from Cabin Fever and Hostel 2 and on and on and on. Uh, yeah, on and on and on. So, you got them in here, and Jennifer Tilly even makes an appearance in this movie. Unfortunately, she's only in here for just like a couple of minutes. See, there's like, yeah, you don't see, there's Jordan Ladd there. There's Rachel True there. So, but yeah, but it's kind of like this race against time kind of a thing where she's trying to, this vampire, he has to seduce her and get her to go with him. Otherwise, he will pretty much become extinct. And then at the same time, he's like trying to. Well, Jennifer Tilly's character, she comes in as a distraction to Chris, and she's trying to seduce Chris and trying to get Charlotte and him to turn away from each other. And she's having these dreams where, like, at one point she has this kind of vision of him making out with Jennifer Tilly on this kind of like fire escape, and he's telling her, is like, Charlotte, I'm not going to wait for you forever and stuff. And then she's having these more erotic dreams where like she's being held down, like Chris is holding her down one arm, and the Charlotte Lewis's character is holding her down, and then they're kissing her and nibbling on her and stuff like that, and then the vampire comes in and has sex with her and stuff, and she's having these very erotic, fascinating dreams and all this kind of stuff. So, but anyway, altogether, like, this is more eroticism. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not really a horror film too much. It's got horror elements to it, but there's not a lot of blood. There's not a lot of gore. It's more, like I said, it's just more meant to be about sexuality and things like that. So yeah, this is pretty much, if basically the main selling point is, at this time in 1994, this is, the selling point was, you're going to go see this movie. You're going to see Alyssa Milano nude. And that was the thing. That was the selling point for this movie. And in this scene here, this is the scene where she's being seduced by the female photographer. But they were not going to hide the fact that she is, nude and everything. And, and they make sure that that, because, the shots where you see like her body, or whatever, they're going to make sure, like, the camera pans up, or the camera pans out, or the camera starts, so that you see her face in the shot. So, it's not a double. It's not, somebody that they switch out. It is Alyssa Milano that you're looking at, So, like I say, it would start maybe like on a shot of her chest and then pan up to her face, or vice versa, start up on her face and then pan down to her chest, or something like that. So, but that was the whole selling point of this movie, was that Alyssa Milano, she was known for, these TV shows, and, she was on Charm, she was on Who's the Boss and stuff. And, she kind of always had these kind of good girl kind of images and stuff. And that was the thing. Everybody's like, you want to see Alyssa Milano nude, this is the movie. So they tried to follow this up also with, Poison Ivy 2. And the thing is, the director, Anne Goursaud, sorry, Annie Goursaud. Sorry, I probably butchered that name all the hell, didn't I? But anyway, though, she worked on crew on Coppola's Dracula, and it was kind of like, Coppola kind of, I think, helped suggest it. I could be wrong about that, but I think he helped suggest she direct this movie. But anyway, and then the two of them, Annie and Annie G, I'll just call her Annie G, and Alyssa Milano, they then worked on Poison Ivy 2, which, honestly, after you see this, if you watch this movie, then you go watch Poison Ivy 2, you're really going to be let down, because in this movie, there is, that there kind of gives you an idea. You're going to see a lot of Alyssa Milano, whereas in the Poison Ivy 2, they really kind of, like, tone it down. And it's kind of like she is nude in that movie, but you hardly see it at all. And, you know, or it's like they're, it's trying to be artful, like it's, you're seeing like her nudity, but it's through like a lattice or something like that. It's just like, if your whole point is you just want to see Alyssa Milano nude, this is the movie to do it with. Yeah, kind of like Poison Ivy 2. This is not really, go for this one. If you want to see her nude, this is the movie to do it with. But anyway, yeah, but like I said, it's just kind of a basic vampire story, not much to it. It just, it definitely has a feel of like Dracula in the sense it almost has that same kind of storyline to it. So yeah, if you like that kind of thing, you'll love this. But that's pretty much about all I can say about it. It's just it's more about eroticism. It's more about sexuality and nudity and things like that. It's not really about blood or gore or anything. There are killings in the movie and stuff, and like at one point, a guy tries to rape Alyssa Milano's character, and then the vampire shows up and he kills the rapist and stuff. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just kind of more that's about it. That's about all I can say about it. It's more about eroticism and sexuality. So anyway, that's pretty much going to do it. So, but yeah, if you find Alyssa Milano attractive, and if you want to see what she looks like without clothes on, this is the movie to do it with. So anyway, that's going to pretty much wrap it up. So if anybody took the time to watch this video, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like. If you're not already, please subscribe to the Body Bags channel. We have a different reviewer for every day of the week. I'm the Saturday reviewer, and please, subscribe. We got great guys doing great stuff. If you're a horror fan, you're going to love this channel. Everybody talks about really good movies, and we all kind of help each other out because when you're a horror fan, you think you've seen it all, but then somebody will come up and mention, "Oh man, wow, that sounds cool. I want to check that out." So it is. It kind of helps you. It helps you find new movies to look into. So that's one of the things I like about it, anyways. Like when one of the other guys does a video, it's like, "Wow, I've never seen that movie, or I've never even heard of that one. That sounds like it might be worth checking out." So, but anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Again, this is Cinema77, horror cult film lover. Wishing you a good night. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.